We have a special Pet of the Week segment. We are coming to you from Kenton County Animal Services. We're joined by Kelsey Maccombs and, of course, our furry friend here who is so ready for his TV debut. Thanks for having us here today.
Yeah, we're so excited to be able to host you. Lewis is obviously ready for his debut. He's sitting nice for you.
He is. He's been so much fun since I walked in the door, totally. All right, Lewis, I have a treat for you.
Lewis, look.
He's like... Here you go. All right, so tell us about Lewis.
Yeah, so Lewis is about 1.5 years, and he has spent about half of a year in the shelter. So, this has become his home, but we are really ready for him to find, his true home, because while we're really proud of the care that they receive here, it's nothing compared to being in a loving home. So he's such a sweet dog. He has a really gentle demeanor. Black dogs often will get overlooked. So I'd really encourage folks to really consider asking the staff of any animal shelter, what animals might be a good fit for me, because, he's a great dog who's been overlooked for a long time. He's just a puppy, really. He likes other dogs. He's just a really sweet dog who, just is looking for someone to give him a chance, and I think that we can find that for him.
Absolutely. Oh, you are such a sweetheart.
Yeah, of course.
I want to make him my friend.
Yeah.
Now, anything that somebody needs to keep in mind when bringing him home?
I think right off the bat, people may expect that, a new animal to their home may just fit in instantly and not need that time. But I think giving any animal that time to, one, decompress, or two, really adjust to your home and your schedule is really important.
There may be people out there who are interested in adopting right now. They're ready for a new addition to their home. What are some things that people should do before adopting?
I think really assessing what it is you're looking for in an animal. I think people come in often and they'll get kind of swept away by something they find to be really cute, maybe more visually appealing, but consider what traits you're looking for in a new dog or cat or whatever type of animal you're adding to your home. And I think having a frank conversation with people in either a rescue or shelter, wherever you're obtaining a new pet, we know these animals really well here. We spend a lot of time caring for them.
Yes, making sure that they are a good fit for your lifestyle. So important there. What kind of things should people be buying ahead of time?
Well, I think that a little variety goes a long way, because you might not know what they like until they get come more comfortable. I always like starting out with, especially for a dog, I always start with a crate. I think it's a really important tool to have. You may not ever need it, you may not use it, but starting out, especially with a dog you don't know, having somewhere that they can be safe while you're away. So if you go to work, you don't want to come home to things chewed up, some of that puppy energy, and you may find over time that you don't need it at all. But crate training creates a lot of structure, so I always recommend people adding a new dog start with a crate, and then the basics. Make sure they have food, cat's litter box, some basic toys, and then I think adding a little bit here and there. It doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg to get started. You don't have to start with everything. You have to remember that an animal, especially from a shelter, is coming from, not a home environment. So they're just going to be happy to be in a loving home where they're getting your love and attention.
They're just going to be happy to be with their people.
Exactly.
Maybe the adjustment period is something that is hard for folks. Any advice there? I'm sure just being patient.
Yeah, and I know it can be really tough, but I think just knowing that it's not forever. It does pass, and it's really important to create the structure early on. If you're especially bringing home an adult dog that you want to take out into some public spaces, really equipping yourself with a treat that they like so that they can have positive association with those things that you're trying to do with them. So, not every animal is meant to go to a brewery, but,
Yes.
Especially if you're going to try it out, bring some tools with you, make it a little bit easier.
So if anybody is interested in adopting him or any of the other animals that you have available for adoption right now, what should they do next?
Yeah, so all of our adoptable animals are on our website, kentoncounty.org, but we also feature a ton of our animals on our Facebook page, which we're Kenton County Animal Services on Facebook. So we do a lot there.
Okay, sounds good. Somebody please adopt Lewis. And thank you again, Kelsey.
Of course, thanks for coming.